Alright, I've been wanting to record this video for ages and ages and I've just not got around to it. So, should have been like 2 weeks ago, it just never happened. I apologise for any background noise. This is the best space lighting wise and concentration wise that I've had recently to be able to do it. So, I wanted to do a quick video about finding a dev or a couple more devs, blockchain devs for Dtube. As you may know, I am one of the leader nodes on Dtube, which is a node that runs and syncs blocks on a thing called the Avalon blockchain. Recently, we've pretty much lost all of our dev team over the period of years. The last one has finally gone, although he is around, he's just not actively working on the blockchain anymore, which means we're quite vulnerable to issues that happen with the blockchain and no more advancement on the blockchain. So making it faster or making it more stable, things like that, adding more features to it. Now we do have a DAO, which I'll actually get onto in a minute, but we need help. Ideally, we're looking for people who know Node.js, and there's a couple of other things in there that you'll need to know as a developer. If you go to github.com/dtube.avalon/Avalon, you'll find everything you need to know about setting up the Avalon blockchain code. It's fairly straightforward. If I can do it, then anybody can do it. Quite low overheads, really. Doesn't use a lot of CPU or bandwidth. There's an initial phase where obviously you're syncing the chain from other leaders in the network, if you like. But I really like it. It's a decentralized version of YouTube, effectively. We are heavily dependent right now on third-party sites, so it's pretty much pinning YouTube videos with a kind of decentralized front end. You can run that front end anywhere on your local machine. Also looking for people who want to make better front ends for like whitelisting, blacklisting videos. The whole premise behind it is that decentralized means nobody can take it down, but that doesn't mean that you can't adjust the front ends to suit. We do have a DAO, and we're looking to fix a bunch of these things. So the DAO can fund somebody to come along and help with stability, to improve the chain. Hopefully we can find some front-end designers as well, people to do UI, UX stuff. There has been a mobile app, but I really think that there's just been such an advancement with mobile apps and different look and feels that I think we can do a better job of the existing thing. We'd probably work on a way of milestones, so we'll probably get 4 or 5 of the leaders together, hopefully more, and maybe run this as almost like a startup interview situation. So maybe do 4 or 5 interviews and see your technical skill, your ability, and then vote on that as a group. That's kind of my thinking on it, is the best way to run it. It's always been a bit like too loose, and if YouTube's going to go anywhere, then we need to think a little bit more strategically and start up about it, I think. We don't have a lot of creators on there. I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of the stuff that gets reposted on there is just because you can practically upvote yourself. It's a different kind of model compared to YouTube, where you have to wait a month from AdSense to get paid. You can actually get paid out in 7 days, but there's some interesting, I can't think of the word Sunday morning, I've not had enough coffee yet. There's some interesting theories in terms of holding on to your DTC and waiting for it to go up, or not cashing out that DTC into your account and just letting it ride and letting people continually vote on it. It's different from other ways of video hosting because you can accumulate some DTC, which then increases your VP, which is your voting power. You can let the voting power build and then upload a video and vote that up as high as you want and get the DTC back on it. That's opened us up to a lot of gaming, a lot of farming, a lot of people who are not content creators who are just stealing other YouTube channels, writing a bot and putting them up. I don't think we'll ever mitigate it. You just play a constant game of bot versus bot. But I think if we have some better ways of displaying stuff, like for instance, I would love a whitelist and blacklist. Like whitelist of people I definitely want to see in my feed every day, and blacklist of all the spammers and all the botters. The biggest problem has been is that obviously, as the internet is, there's people constantly generating accounts and us giving them VP and then them kind of work together to upvote each other and then just cashing that stuff out and bringing the price of the token down, which is a common problem, to be honest. It's been happening for 4 or 5 years because people see it as work rather than like turning up for work and trying to get cash out as much as possible. And I think the culture's wrong. I don't think we have enough creators who are interested right now in decentralized platforms to do that. And I think we'll probably see a lot more if things like TikTok goes away, because people will start to really hone in and look at their rights when it comes to hosting video. I mean, if we can't host a video on a Chinese website and then the US government could come along, or the UK government could come along and say, sorry, we're either buying you out or we're taking you away, that's kind of hitting on your free speech liberties, I would say. What else did I say? I pretty much covered all the good and bad in the last one. I made a load of these frames up beforehand, but I didn't realise that I wouldn't probably get them in the right order. Why should you get involved? For the people that are already on there, there is some very smart people about. There is a handful of content creators and people who just prefer to use a decentralized platform over YouTube, and I believe that it's a very clean, very fast, very smart system. Like, it's just, it needs a little bit more curation, a little bit more interfacing, a little bit more relationship management coming together on it and making it like 100 times what it is now. It can be quite easily done. It's like a product that has all the bits that just needs fine tuning. And I'm kind of against putting too much work in right now myself on like redesigning the look and feel in Figma and advertising it, marketing it, because the people who are abusing the system right now, I don't want to contribute and help towards them, like just continue to do so. So I'm trying to find a happy medium of what's the first thing that we need to fix, and that's stability and features and performance, and alleviate a lot of these issues and discussion about how we can maybe change some core components of the blockchain, how it works for VP and things like that. All right. That's it really. If you've got any feedback or thoughts, or you want to vote on this, help yourself. I'm thinking of putting this forward as a video about the DAO, but I think if we can find a handful of people who have those kind of skills of the technology that Avalon is written in, and we can get a few of the old leaders who used to support us, like I'm thinking like TechCoder X, quizzing, putting some questions together, little minor tests to find somebody who we could probably pay from the DAO for like a 3 month, 6 months, 12 months period to help with stability, improvement, feature set. I know that tech probably got burnt out and probably didn't get paid for its work. It's definitely something that I believe in, is that even though it's open source code, if we want to improve it, you have to pay for people's time. So, all right, I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye.